Hari Om. Begin each day listening to the most auspicious sound in the universe. Yoga of Royal Knowledge and Royal Secret. Chapter 9, Shloka 18. I am the goal, the supporter, the Lord, the witness, the abode, the shelter, the friend, the origin, the dissolution, the foundation, the treasure house, and the seed imperishable.
Chapter 9, Shloka 18. Gatir Bharta Prabhu Sakshi Nivasas Sharanam Sukrit Prabhava Pralayasthanam Nidhanam Bijam Avyayam.
Chapter 9, Shloka 18. In the world of plurality, consisting of objects and beings of various forms and different names, seen as a superimposition on the same substratum caused by ignorance, how the essence is the self and is called by different names in different contexts is described now. Self as the goal. The sorrows and disappointments from which we are suffering are due to wrong expectations from the world of plurality. In our taking the plurality to be real, since the real is the essence behind all the names and forms, which is free from the sorrows and sufferings, it should be our goal. Hence, self is called the goal. Self as the supporter. Like the desert supports the illusory water which the thirsty traveler sees in his delusion, so too the self supports the delusory plurality seen by the ignorant jiva. The names and forms are held together with borrowed existence from the self of the nature of absolute existence. Self as the Lord. Self as pure awareness illumines all the modifications of the mind, but remains free from the effects of the changes. Its joys and sorrows, like electricity, passes through different equipment, manifesting different expressions, but current as pure energy never gets lost in the equipment. Self as witness. In all expressions, the self lends existence to them, but itself remains a witness. In the presence of the self, free from any desire or attachment, things happen on their own accord. The infinite is only an uninterested illuminator. Self as abode. The self is the house of all things and beings. Like on an innocent post on the roadside, different passerbys imagine different actions of the ghost, like smiling, grinning, dancing, approaching, etc. So too on the self, different minds express different things The awareness is the house of all these perceptions. Self as refuge. The pain-ridden universe is a superimposition on the self which is joyful. When the ego tires from the beatings of the sorrowful world, then it withdraws from everything to get rest during sleep in the safety of the self. Self as the friend. Self is the real friend of all, which never tires and lend its grace constantly. Self as the origin and dissolution, the substratum, the storehouse. Like the gold in all ornaments and the mud in all pots, where all manifestation and dissolution takes place. In the self, all the objects and beings manifest and dissolve. Self as the immutable seed. The self is the origin of the tree of samsara. Like a tree emerges from a seed, with a difference that the eternal principle doesn't get destroyed when samsara emerges, while the seed gets destroyed when the tree emerges. All these examples can be helpful in the contemplation upon the self during meditation. Learn more in the next shloka in the next video. To understand Gita, join Chinmaya Mission study group in your area. There are over 300 Chinmaya Mission centers in the world. Kindle Life is the first text prescribed in the scheme of study by Swami Chinmayananda himself. Watch Ranjod Kalra's videos on Kindle Life online. See this video clipping again and again till you can answer the following questions.